Well, hello, everybody. Hopefully, you all can hear me. I think you can. So I'll wait for people to come in and see, can you actually hear me? So we're Sunday night. People watching football, I would assume the majority of people who watch me don't really care about football. Because if you're anything like me, you're like, football, what? Oh, football. Okay. So nobody's in here yet. So we're going to see um, if people come in. If not, I'll riff by myself. So let me tell you all something. I in my efforts to be an influencer, I'm trying to get all the accoutrement of being an influencer. So I bought me this little, one of these because people like to get these and then they put them in their mouth. So if you can hear me, please say hello and let me know. Can you hear me, Cassie? So I picked up that because as an influencer, this is this is appropriate. This is hi Shannon, hi Vanessa. You got to have one of these mics, right? So I'm trying to get my influencer accoutrement together, my accessories. So I have this now. So anyway, I filmed the whole video, but forgot this thing has to be turned on. My other microphone, I just use it, plug it in, we're good to go. This one has to be turned on. Forgot that. Did this whole video. Went to go to because all I was gonna do was like upload. I was gonna edit and upload. Started watching it, and it is like total silence. So that's how you all are seeing me live today because this was supposed to be a video, but now it's a live because I was like, I cannot video again. And I look cute too. I had a cute little top on and everything. Now y'all getting me in my like house look. So sorry, 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 sorry. So don't forget as you come in to hit a like. Later on, make sure you leave comments. Hi, Alicia, because the chat doesn't count toward the algorithm. Fancy that. So after we finish, just go ahead and just put like a little pound or something in here. So we're gonna talk about two things. Beside, I have this, and I have a Bath and Body Works haul. All candles. Don't get excited because we know I'm not buying Bath and Body Works, but I got some candles. So we're going to go through the candles first, and then we're going to do the Fall Gourmands. Now, let me tell you how this candle order came about and why I have so many. Hi, Alicia Davis. Hi, G. Let me tell you why. So I was on, every once in a while, I look at Bath and Body Works. Not really, because I told y'all I am off of them. I have officially got moved out all of my bath, the fragrance mist, whatever. So, but I was like, let me look at the candles because I still do like the candles. And so I saw they were like 12.95 or 14.95, something like that. And then I looked, and because I haven't been purchasing, Bath and Body Works keeps sending me these 20% off coupons. So I was like, 20% off. Let me see if there's a few I want. Because it's a decent price with the 20% off. Y'all, I started looking and I found some candles that were listed at $10.78. And I saw one, I was like, oh, interesting. Didn't seem bad. Then I kept looking, and there were quite a few. So with the 20% off, they were coming in at under $8, around $8 a piece. I said, well, shit, let me get some of these damn candles. And Christmas is coming up. Christmas is coming up. So I was like, let me see what I can do. Because of course the kids go to daycare. So you gotta give the staff something. And I do like to have things around just in case. So I was like, well, let me just buy a bunch. So y'all, I bought 20 candles. I bought 20. There are quite a few of my multiples of the same thing. So I'm gonna show you the ones I got. One I still don't have. It's coming. I'll get it tomorrow, and I forget which one that is. And I do not like pumpkin spice, caramel, vanilla, snickerdoodle, nothing for a candle from me. I like clean smelling. I like florals. The them Yeah, they be too much. They get too much in my house. I'm being real. They just get too much, and I can't deal with it. So let's see what I got. And they came quick as hell, y'all. I ordered these on like Tuesday, and they've been here since Friday. They got here. This is the quickest order I've ever gotten from like someplace like Bath and Body Works. Right? It did. It did escalate real quick. I was like, well, shoot, let me just get a bunch. So I did. So let me show y'all what I got. Come on now. All right, so let me tell y'all what I got. If you've had them, let me know if you like them. Some So I picked up cherry almond shortbread. Hey, Sabrina. This is vanilla shortbread, candied almonds, cherry. I'm gonna open one of these. See how they smell. I think I got three. A lot of them are about three a piece. Now there are a couple that I just bought one, but they were definitely for me. But yeah, there's a few of them. Okay. So I got cherry almond shortbread right here. And this is vanilla shortbread, candied almonds and cherries. I'm smelling more of the shortbread and the almond, not a lot of cherry. But maybe when it burns. Um, I think I did. Let's see. I'm not sure, Alicia. Let's see. So I bought this one. Then I bought this one. Hi, Brenda. Then I forget which one I'm still waiting on, but I am waiting for one candle. I bought three of them. Then I picked up this one. This one is called Winter. And this one is White Woods, Pine Needles, Sparkling Clementine, Spiced Clove. Okay. I'm getting a lot of clove, which I like because I like spicy. I don't like caramel, snickerdoodle, pumpkin spice, but I like cloves. I like cinnamon. So yeah, this is definitely, and I can definitely see where the orange is gonna come in. So it's like an orangey clove. Like when you stud the the oranges with cloves. Definitely is giving wintertime. I like it. Like it. Then I got pink lavender and espresso. Now I got all these little ass boxes I gotta get rid of. These all have to go. I'm gonna have to put these all in the compost. All right, so this is pink lavender and espresso. This one says rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, smooth vanilla. I kind of like it because I do like coffee scents. I don't drink coffee, but I do like the smell of coffee. And this is giving coffee, but I'm getting just more of the caramel espresso beans, caramel coffee, and not the rest of it. All right. So that one. All right, next up, I have, ooh, is that loud? Because as you see, I got my pom pom mini mic. Because I'm trying to be a creator, y'all. Remember, I'm trying to be a creator out in the street. Okay. Then we have book law. This one is pair your favorite book with notes of crisp bergamot, woods, and a warm blanket. I'm pretty much getting, yeah, I'm getting a bergamot and a little woodiness. I like this one. I think this is one of the ones I bought for me because I think this was like something I was like, oh, that sounds kind of good. Gingham Glow. So now I gotta put all these away. So this is Gingham Glow, and this is Golden Nectar, Marigold Petals, Sun-Soaked Sandalwood. Oh, I like this one. This is definitely me. Nice little sandalwoody, some florals. This. I do like this one. Let me see what else we got. Together Weather. Now, I had this as a fragrance. And as a matter of fact, I think I still uh gingham is always the rave. Gingham is always a rave. It's a vibe at Bath and Body Works. So I got Together Weather. Now I do know I like this as a fragrance. And this is Blushing Breeze, Sugar Cardamom, Soft Cedar. So this is the Together Weather. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got just a little sweetness, not too much, but a little spicy, just enough. Oh no, yeah. Okay. And last but not least was this one. Last but not least is this one. Midnight Cocktails. Yes, I did get it. Because I think this one was 1078 too. And this says enter a hidden world with innovative libations in every patron's head as the soft scent of tobacco lingers in the air. They had something else written about it, but that's all it says. Oh, but this smells good. It's giving smoky. Mm-hmm. This is good. And I think I bought these. Um, I think I definitely bought one for my son, but because this definitely smells very math. It got a little vibe to it. So I know I got one for DJ for Christmas, and I think I was gonna get one to Brandon for Christmas, for a Christmas present. because I try to give, stuff that everybody can use. All right, y'all. All right. So that was the Bath and Body Works huge. Yeah, I got it. I knew I had it. I knew I had it. I just waited to the end for that one. That was my Bath and Body Works huge haul. Okay. So now let's talk about Fall Gourmands. Let's first say that you can't talk about fall fragrances without pulling out some gourmands. Okay, let's just put that out there. You got to have your gourmand. If you are doing any type of fragrance content, you better have your gourmands going. So we're going to talk about them. Now, I left out some things because I'm planning some other videos. So this is not, of course, all my gourmands. And not to say that I have a lot of them, right? But I do have some. And so I had a whole way I did this. So I'm gonna try to remember how I did it for the video for y'all live. So let's do this live and in color. And if you have anything to say about the fragrances as we go along, please do. And then I will flash it on the screen. And remember, as we go forward, to make sure you comment and everything. And at the end, we're gonna have a little conversation, a little chit chat about some things that I want to talk about and some things that's coming up. All right. So first off, I wanted to talk about popular gourmands that I have. Now, before we get started, I find it um I find it interesting when you watch videos, right? How you see so many of the same things over and over again. And I find it amazing that people have really large followings and everything. And people watch these videos when they kind of like are kind of doing the same things over and over again. I'm no shading it, but that's honestly the truth. Is that when you watch, if you like, I'll be perusing videos and it's like, oh, there they go, Donna Born and Roma. Okay, it's like you heard certain things, and it's like, okay, I'm good. So I'm gonna give you all some popular ones because hey, I got some popular ones, and then we're gonna go into the other ones that ain't so popular. So if you've heard of any of them, if you have anything to say about them, good or bad, go ahead and put it in. Put it in the comments and I will flash it on the screen. And make sure that after we're done, you put a comment or two in the actual video because that's what YouTube sees and then pushes it out. So I'm just giving y'all instructions. So we're gonna start off with Zerjoff because we know Zerjoff is always popular. And so we're gonna start off with Dolce Amalfi, which I really do love. This is as everyone says, this is a spicy, juicy fruit. It's got apple, it's got quince, it's got saffron and cardamom and clove. So it's very spicy, but with that apple and everything, it does smell like a spicy, juicy fruit gum. So, um, and it's got the tonka bean and vanilla. It's a great fragrance. So we'd never take anything away from it. If you like gourmands, this is a good one, especially if you can find it at the prices I be finding stuff. So there's that. Now we'll talk about Italica. Now Italica is almond cookies. It's an almond cookie. It's got that cookie vibe. It's got the almond in it. Now, let me just say this. When this came back out, and this is for the people who've been around, who's outdooring, like, we was in the panorama living our best perfume lives. This is not the people who are just coming in now, but the people who've been in forever. Italica had been off the market for quite some time with Zerjoff, and they brought it back. Now, because it had been off the market, it had this cult following. And so everybody was dying for it. Oh my God, Italica. And so when it first came, when they reissued it, honey, people were just running to get it. I think it's a good fragrance. However, I think because of when it first came out, and there was probably nothing really like this, it was really impactful. It's a really good fragrance. You can find others in the similarities to this now. So I'm just saying that to say that if you have something that's kind of almond cookie-ish, you might not need Italica. But listen, I got this at a super good price. I mean, like super good. So that's how I wound up purchasing it. So that's Italica. Now, La Danza della Lella Bella Bella Bella. This had its moment, and it should, because this is a apple pie. Y'all know we talk about angel share and all stuff, but this is an apple pie. This is an apple pie, but the difference is this is a lemony apple pie. Yes, what's up? Yes, I'm live. What's up? You need me to do your hair? Well, I'll let you know when I'm done, and then we'll do it. Okay, I'm about to get them ready. Okay. How was your chiropractor? That's fine. Okay. And the dinner's ready. That's all. Okay. Beef and broccoli and rice, in case you wonder what we have for breakfast for dinner. All right, and so this is an apple pie, but it has a citrusy vibe in the beginning. Very lemon. It's got a lemon, so it's like a tart apple pie, which is like delicious to me. Vanilla's in there and everything. So this is it comes in and out of stock. You can usually find it on Fragrance Net a lot because they carry a lot of Nobile 1942. But if you like apple pie, you need this one. Now, for the people who've been around me, y'all know I had to pull this one out. Attar's Collection Caltat Night. This is a spicy cherry cobbler. Now, it does have some apple in it too, so you will get some apple, especially as the fragrance gets older. But it's really I love it for the cherry. It is a cherry pie to me. It's like a little spicy cherry pie. I have been loving this thing for a long time. Everybody know, let me just be real with y'all. If you see any woman talking about Caltech Night, thank me for it, because I love Attar Collection, and yes, I was the first person talking about Caltech Night. Play with me if you want to. All right, next up we're going to talk about Mancera. Got a couple of Manceras here. We're going to start off with Amore Cafe. Now, there's not going to be a lot of coffee fragrances in this because I'm planning on doing a coffee video. But this is Amore Cafe. You know, everybody's been wanting it. Everybody's talking about it. It has been selling out a lot. This is based on affogato, which is an Italian dessert, which is vanilla ice cream with espresso. And that's exactly what this is. It's vanilla ice cream. It's got espresso. It's got a little caramel. It feels like a coffee dessert. So this is Amore Cafe. Then we have Tonka Cola. Tonka Cola is kind of pretty much what it says. It is a cherry vanilla cola. It's a cherry vanilla cola. That's what it is. If you wanted something like this, if you like a Coca-Cola kind of vibe, this is what you want to get. If you just smell Amore Cafe, you don't get as much coffee, but it actually is prominent on your skin. You'll get more coffee on your skin than if you spray it on paper. The coffee is there, definitely. And that's why I like it, because I kind of like fragrances. If they're going to have coffee, I'm going to need to smell it. So you will get it, but it definitely has the vanilla ice cream kind of vibe, the caramel. So it's like and remember, like, if you're talking about a dessert, the coffee is there. But now, if you really want to amp it up, there's some coffee things I have that will amp it up. But I'll talk about that. Okay, so yeah, Tonka Cola is a cherry vanilla cola. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells like if you went like back in the day when you could go to like um uh a ice cream shop and stuff, and they did those cola drinks, and you could get cherry vanilla. They do cherry vanilla cola. That is Tonka Cola right there. All right. Now we're gonna get into some other fragrances. So let's go. Apple pie. Now this is the one. I know everybody likes Casablanca. I got rid of Casablanca a while ago because I feel like I had these two and I didn't need it and I wasn't wearing it. And this is Rose All Day by Gallagher Perfume Fragrances. Now this is the older version. They don't sell the 100 mils anymore. Um, and this is it is apple crisp with brown sugar. It's got Tonka in it. Now it does have a stainless steel note, but I'll be honest, I don't get the stainless steel note on my skin, so I'm good. But it's really it smells like an apple crisp right out the oven. You get the brown sugar. There's a slightly butteriness to it, like the crisp would you put the butter and everything, but that brown sugar, the apples, the spices. Yes, this is delicious. Delicious. Now I talked about this in the plums, but I had to show. So not everybody watch everything, right? So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna talk about it again. This is Midnight Jasmine. I have not because I don't feel like I need any more. Um, because I'm not that big of a gourmand lover, so I don't seek out a lot of gourmand fragrances. But this is Midnight Jasmine. Now this is Rose All Day, but this is the plum version. And this is sexy. See, oh, this is sexy. It's the plum version of it. It's got this sweetness to it, but it is a deep, rich sweetness. I, it is so good. I'm glad you weathered the storm. Okay, Rose. I'm glad. I know you had no. You were off. You didn't have electric power for a while, but I'm glad that was the only thing that you had to deal with. So I'm glad you're okay and everything's okay. Now, my last Gallagher is going to be Behold Patchouli. Now, I just talked about this in the one I did for fall fragrances for men, but baby, two things I don't like. I don't like patchouli. I'm not a patcho. But this one right here, now let's say the thing about this is that Gallagher has one of the best chocolate fragrances out there. If you don't know about Gallagher, you looking for a chocolate fragrance, go get Wicked Good. Now, I will say this Wicked Good does not last on the skin, but it is a great chocolate fragrance. So for the Behold Patchouli, which is a chocolatey orange, honeyed amber fragrance, it makes so much sense. And that's why I like it. Listen, listen, I am not a patchouli person, but I swear this is such a delicious patchouli. And I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but it's something about the way that they've done this, where it's the chocolate and the orange. It feels and the patchouli and that honeyed amber. This is so divine. If you like any of that, you got to try the whole patchouli. And Gallagher has samples, and let me tell you, buy your samples from them, and they send their stuff out real quick. They really do. I mean, it's one of my favorite. And I'm not a patchouli fan. I'm trying to tell y'all. But the people know I'm not a patcho. All right. So those are done right there. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna go with this. And I talked about this in a couple of videos, didn't I? This is no, I talked about this in the Oud video. And this is Amaroud's Golden Oud. Now, first off, Amaroud is a very underrated fragrance house. I don't own a lot, but everything I have from them is very good. This is a caramel oud. Caramel oud. This is thick caramel. This is like you didn't just made some caramel. I used to make caramel. There was a time when I had a chocolate company, and I used to make homemade caramel. We used to make a honey caramel. We didn't use corn syrup. We made honey caramel. And this is deep and rich, like making like my house used to smell when I used to make caramel, that like deep, rich caramely vibe. The oud is there, but it is such a smooth and effortlessly blended oud. It's not skanky. It is gorgeous. So this is Amaroud's Golden Oud. So we have that. All right, we're gonna go back to Nobel 1942. This is called Casa Diva. Casa Diva does not get a lot of play, but I'm telling you, this smells like tricks. This smells like fruity cereal in the best possible way. There's a little greenness to it. It has um osmanthus and some jasmine and everything. But this smells, when you first spray it, it will remind you um, of I promise you, it will remind you of tricks, like tricks or Fruit Loops. That's what it smells like. And I like it. And this is coming from a person who really don't like this type of, those type of fragrances. But it's something about the way it's done because it's got a greenness to it. It's a airier one. So it's not super thick or dense. It has a lightness and airiness to it, but it lasts, baby. So yes, this is delicious. All right. Then let's talk about this. This is Mirabelle by Quinta Canto. This had a moment. It's a moment past. No one's thinking about it. They're talking about the Blanche Bets and all this stuff. But this is a seriously delicious vanilla. And I've had this, man, I've had this for quite some time because I bought this before I moved into this house. I've been in this house for 2 years. I've had it probably about 3 years, maybe. The vanilla has intensified, but this is like a vanilla pastry. It's got a definitely European pastry vibe. And when I say that this when I say it like this because there's a difference between American pastries and European pastries. Our pastries tend to be very, hey birdie, very linear, very just sugary sweet. Whereas there's an elegance to European pastries. The vanillas are more, they aren't the tooth aching vanilla. It is about the true vanilla scent and getting that vanilla flavor. That's what this is. And it has intensified since I've had it, but it is still a really good um, uh, vanilla. But it's not, if you like warm vanilla sugar or Kayali's, or you want it to have that brown sugar, you want it to be sugary sweet. No, this is more of a vanilla, a true vanilla with a pastry like vibe to it. There's that. And then we're going to go with this, and I'm going to do two of these together. This is Sugar Mama's Honeyed Apricot Ambrosia. Now, this is exactly what it says it is. It is a honey apricot ambrosia. It has a spiciness to it. It has the honey and the apricot. It smells like a delicious dessert. Um, Now, this is not on her website right now, but I would think it might come back up because she does rotate fragrances in. It will probably come back up later on in the season because I bought this in the heart of the winter time. So it might come up in a month or two, because right now it's not on there. But I wanted to show that and say this. This is Sunshine Woman. These are similar from the fact that they have this apricot-y, just delicious apricot-y vibe. But here's the difference. This is definitely a much more Uh, it's delicious yet more basic. Whereas Sunshine Woman is amouage. So this is a very complex and very elegant fragrance. Whereas this, which let me tell you, I love them both. But if you want something that's just very gourmand and you want that apricot, go with this. This is spicy honeyed apricot. Right? Sunshine Woman has those different layers. It has all those extras that Amouage is known for. So it definitely takes you on a journey, but it's a beautiful apricot pastry, a little bit of uh I think it's leather in it. But yeah, so this is Sunshine Woman. Hi Michael, how are you? So we got that. Okay. Now we're gonna go into my boys, my friends. We're gonna start out with Kai Fragrances, which is JC. Now, if you are new and you just hear about Kai Fragrances, JC used to be the owner of Ganache, which was a very literal gourmand company. I don't know, did they? How you gonna tell somebody they can't resell your products? Okay, that's a goofy ass statement to make. How you gonna stop somebody from reselling your products? I don't know. I didn't hear anything like that. But if a company said that, I don't know how they plan on enforcing it, especially as a small company. I mean, you could only see that if it's the Chanel's and stuff because they got a battery of attorneys they could come for you. Um, but as a small company, what you gonna do? What you think you gonna scare somebody? Okay, so anyway, if you know him, he is very, very good with literal gourmand. And just like Gallagher makes a really good chocolate, Ganache was known for their chocolate too. So, because JC has a gorgeous chocolate. Now, I got to be honest, I'm not a chocolate fan, y'all. But can y'all still hear me? Y'all see, I got me my new microphone. So, this is Hot Like Fire. And this is a patchouli chocolate vibe. But this one is all chocolate, all patchouli. Doesn't have the orange like that. So this is a chocolatey patchouli. I'm just messing with y'all. I know y'all can hear me. This is a chocolate patchouli, and it is very delicious. So if you like those kind of vibes, this is a very good one too. I forget. I think you might have oud in this one too, but it's got some woodiness and everything. But it's definitely a chocolate patchouli. And then we have, and I talked about this in the ouds. I gotta do that one. There will always be a you, which is a salted caramel vanilla oud. So golden oud is so either one of these you could get. So if you want to try golden oud or this, they're both similar, but the difference is this is a salted caramel. Whereas golden oud is the deep, rich caramel. This has a little saltiness to it. So if you like salted caramel, you will want to go with this because it definitely has a salty vibe to it. So this is There Will Always Be a You. Now, Vincent has a lot of gourmandy vibes too. I only pulled two because I'm not gonna make y'all just watch me talk about them all the time. So here's the two that I picked. Of course, I picked Sugaring because this is one of my favorite gourmands from him, which is a boozy peach cobbler. I always say this is a boozy peach cobbler. Yes, love it. So this is Sugaring. And then this is a newer one. This is Japot Revers. This is spicy. This is I had this great description of it. So let me tell y'all what this description I came up with. So this is a spicy one, and it's got florals. Ooh, the florals are starting to come out, y'all. So this is spicy with florals, right? But it really is a gourmand, especially in the beginning, and then as it dries down, you pull more of the florals out. Now, let me tell you, this is a Vincent, so it has a kind of gothic vibe. So what I say they smell like, So what I said it smelled like is like a spiced up like bread, like like a loaf bread, not like a like a banana bread or something like that. So this would be like a spicy bread, right? This would be like if you were in some movie and you wound up being at this house in the dark, in a dark, stormy night, and you wound up having to go into you had to, your car broke down or something, you had to go there and they offered you food. And one of the foods was this like really spicy bread that you put some butter on, right? And it smells so good, but yet you're still a little scared of it because there's this darkness and this vibe, and you feel like I really want it because it smells good, but I don't know if I should have it because of that. So it has that kind of gothicness to it. Now, a real talk. This does get compliments every time I've worn it since I've gotten it. Somebody does ask me what I'm wearing because they think it smells good. So that is Jepo Revere. Now I have two that are discontinued, and I felt like I should tell y'all about them because you never know, you might luck up on them and see them. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is Maison Lancome's Lavender's Trianon. Now showing these because this actually came back recently. And this one has been one of them ones that barely comes out. If Iris Drage's come back, okay, that's my unicorn, y'all. But Lavender's Trianon is like a sweet lavender milk. It's very milky, it's very lactonic, it's vanilla and lavender. And the lavender is perfect because I don't like lavender fragrances. Yet I love this because it's more about the milky, vanillic vibe, sweet vibe with the lavender in it. So this is Lavender's Trianon. And my last one for this one, and I got to put all this stuff away, is Shalimar Souffle Intense. This I have not seen in years now, but I have seen Souffle come out. So maybe Souffle Intense, they're going to throw some of these out at us. Guerlain they need to, let's have a moment with Guerlain. Guerlain needs to reissue some of the themes. I'm gonna need the orange one, and the Tonka one. I could do with the yeah, okay, because those are okay. Let me stop. Okay, so anyway, this Shalimar Souffle Intense is a lemon pound cake. Think Lyra, but more Shalimar like because this has the Guerlain vanilla, so it's like a lemon pound cake. But then it's got the lemon in it, and it does smell like a lemon pound cake right here, right here, right here. So this is Shalimar Souffle Intense, a lemon pound cake. All right, so that are the gourmands I'm going to show y'all right now. Like I said, I'm sure some of you all know some of the things I have. Some of them you might not know about, but I hope I gave y'all a good, mix of things that are in and popular and things that, might be piquing your interest. Okay, so I got a couple of things to tell y'all before I get off of here. So I just want to give y'all a few announcements. Have a few announcements. First off, uh, so let me give y'all the big announcement. I was chosen by YouTube um, to be a part of this YouTube membership boot camp in order to help me, you know, maximize my revenue on here. And you know, so they're having this YouTube boot camp, and I'm working with a group. It's a group of us, and also they have a dedicated person. I try. Because before I even get, so let me finish that, and then I'll get onto that one, Michael. Um, is that So I will be adding on memberships, but hello, hello. I will be adding memberships to the channel, but I want to make sure that it is worth the membership. So I am learning how to use the platform, and they've added on because I did have memberships before, but the platform was still a little wonky. But now they have upgraded some things, so I'm looking to see what I can do, and how I can make it worth you helping support the channel. It will not be like this huge thing, but I'm going to be using it, because I do want to have a space where oh, thank you. That we can, that I can do some different things. And so I'm just kind of learning how to really use it. So there will be an announcement video and everything telling you all the plan. And hopefully you all will decide to some of you all will decide to be members of the channel. I would love that, because I do have some, good plans, and I'm trying to make sure that I am prepared to do those things. So, because I do have other things to that I have on my plate. So, so I have to make sure I don't bite off too much. So it will probably, you know, I'll probably do change up, as it goes along, add things on as I feel like I can. Um, so that's one thing. Now, let's go back to what you said here. Um, I want y'all to like, and I'm just being honest, start supporting more channels that are more, gives you more variety. I'm not just talking about me, but I'm talking about in general. Start looking at channels that give out more variety, especially if you're watching fragrance, since we're fragrance people. Look for people who have a little more variety when it comes to their taste and fragrances. And they're not just doing, you know, just showing what's viral and things, you know, um, because it's important to support the channels that actually are not just trying to be popular. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. If all they're doing, all you see are the popular fragrances, then that just tells you that their goal is to be popular. Um, and that's fine, but give some time to the people who are actually showing you some things that might be a little more interesting, because you can see 100,000 videos about certain fragrances. I mean, like, I like Zerjob, but you can find 10,000 videos about Zerjobs, and things like that. So, you know, if you see people who are talking about things that are a little different, a little, go on and support their channels. Because it's so easy to get caught in the bigger channels. Oh, you talking about wearing to travel with? Um, Girl, I don't know if I would wear any of these to travel with, because these are kind of all intense. Okay, to be quite honest, okay, if I was gonna wear any of these around people and travel, I would probably go with Sunshine Woman. I think not overspraying it, just like a couple, two or three sprays. I think this would probably be the 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 least overpowering, and it's one of the least sugary sweet ones. So I would think that if I was going to wear any of these, because we know I wouldn't, because we know what kind of styles I wear when I'm getting on a plane, that would probably be the one, because Because I would say souffle intense, but you can't get it because this is gonna stay close to you, and it's gonna be a little sweet, soft vanilla. But I will go with Sunshine Woman, something like that, because of these, whoo, they tough. They're tough. Yeah, yeah. So, and I'm gonna segue for a second. So I'm saying that to say, y'all, y'all know fragrance is the new cash grab. I literally was looking. Oh, thank you for watching and welcome, welcome. I saw where Kiko Milano makeup has come out with fragrances. And I'm saying that to say that just be aware that this isn't a new thing. So we are now being drowned in fragrances. Just like a few years ago, we were being drowned in makeup. Makeup is sort of making a comeback. What is happening is you're left with the ones that are still popular, right? But we are being drowned in fragrances because all these companies are seeing that's exactly what I said. We are now seeing everybody's like, oh, we're gonna make a fragrance. We're gonna make some fragrances. And so just be aware of it and understand this drowning in fragrances is also draining pockets. And um, so think about how you're doing things. Like stay away from retail as much as you can. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Just stay away from retail as much as you can. I know it's easy to be caught up in what everybody's talking about because and everybody's like, oh my God, when you need this fragrance, these are so good, you know. Oh yeah, most definitely. That's exactly what it is. We are drowning in fragrance. Everybody is coming out with fragrances. Um, and so with it, I honestly, because of the overwhelming amounts, I am now getting to the point that I don't want to, I don't care. I don't want it. See what I'm saying? Um, that it is slowing me buying. So actually the fragrance overload is actually helping me because I'm not buying as much. Like I haven't bought, I bought from like Vincent's. And then when I buy, it's like I have to really be in that mood in that moment and say, okay. And to the point that I'm quicker to buy like um travel sprays or stuff now because I'm just like, I don't want to spend all that money now. The Kiko Milano ones are so unnecessary. Well, what I think Auntie Anne thought they were gonna do it like Jergens did with the cherry almond, but cherry almond is a classic scent that has been around for decades, right? So it's just like, what are we doing? Um, so with that, it's okay to pull back. It's okay to pull back from it. And because everybody's talking about fragrance addiction and everything. Um, just be mindful of how much is being pushed at us now. The amount of fragrances that are being pushed is so overwhelming. And I'm one of them ones who I buck the trend. So now that it's trendy, that's why certain things I'm just getting away from. I'm really not, let me give y'all. I will talk about layering to a certain extent, but y'all, um, what is my take on fragrance addiction? Anything in this world you can become addicted to. Let's just throw this out here. Anything in this world you can become addicted to, especially if you have that type of personality. I can be addicted for a while. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we could tell. I own a lot, but I think of it as an addiction when you cannot stop yourself. Um, when you cannot stop yourself and you continue on and on. Um, addictions means that, because I've been around addicts, means that you ain't paying your bills. It comes before everything else. You love it more than everything else. I don't love it more than everything else. And the majority of people don't. It seems it has become this hobby. And I think it's not necessarily a fragrance addiction for people. It is a fragrance flex. It is a easy luxury. I've said this before. I think that the perfume industry is really doing well because you can feel like you're doing luxury, but you're not trying to buy a $2,000 bag. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between paying $300 for a perfume and $2,000 for a bag. So people can do this luxurious flex in a way that isn't so overwhelming to their pockets. Um, I think also we are uh, we are also in this space where people are really I think also the issue is that I don't even think of it as an addiction. I think it's a more of a keeping up with the hype and this FOMO and this need to be popular. Fragrance is popular now, so everybody's rushing to buy more and buy more. Listen, I buy a lot. I'm not gonna sit up here in front and say that I don't, and I'm never gonna come off like high-minded, like I am better, like I don't no, we know. I buy a lot, okay? But I'm also pulling back, not because I feel like I'm overwhelmed, but I'm just like, okay, the whole gotta get it is not my style. So that's what helps me. Now, if you are feeling this need to keep up with it, then decide why am I doing this? Is it because and here's the other thing that's happening. If you did like fragrances before, a lot of times as a person who likes fragrances, um, the people around you don't like them that much. Let's just be honest. The average person does not look at fragrance, perfumes, and things like something that they're going to buy and try all these different styles and want all these different things, right? So if you have always been slightly like you really like fragrances, and then this is like this new place that opens up and you find out about it. You run in like any other thing and overspend, trying all kinds of things, getting so there. I think there's this curve that everybody hits. Like you start out, you just buying, 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 and then you hit this plateau and you go, dang, wait a minute, whoa. And then you kind of you plateau, and then some people do the whole drop, oh, it's too much, or some find a happy medium and say, okay, I don't need to be buying all this. You know, we learn how to manage it. And I think because now you can find people to talk about it and it's like more acceptable, it has really ramped people up to get into it. And then on top of it, the layering bullshit has gotten out of control. Yes, I said it. I'm going to say it again, just like I said it. The layering bullshit has gotten out of control, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to say this with all honesty. A fragrance that you own should be able to stand alone. And what I mean by that is that if it's your fragrance, you should just be able to spray this shit on and wear it and feel good about yourself, right? If in order to wear a fragrance, you have to add on 15,000 extras to make you want to wear it, then why? Then why? Then why? Why do you want it? Why? People are trying to do this kind of thing, and layering has become this huge thing in the female community. And that's what's even more. because it's not just, oh, let me get the perfumes now. Now you got to get the right body oils. You got to be buying this body oil. You got to be buying this body, this. Just listen. I, of course, have. But when I'm talking about layering, it's usually to enhance a note within a fragrance that I already like. So if I'm wearing a cherry fragrance and it's got cherry and rose and things, I might think, ooh, let me what body products do I have that are going to enhance some of the notes of the fragrance? Yes, every once in a while I might mix two fragrances, yay. But I mean the amount of shit people are putting on and spraying on to do this whole I'm making up these layers. That's what y'all. Can I say this? I think we're lying. A lot of people are lying to themselves. It ain't that serious. It ain't coming out that great. More likely, the dominant fragrance is what everybody's smelling with a hint of the other one. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes I go and say, "Ooh, let me put these two together." Right? When, but it's all about the balance. And now it's like, in order to have hi, you know what? Don't be playing with me with that nameless stat. Do you know I'm in an interview with the vampire chick? Um, right. It's wait. Hey, hold up. And I ain't gonna lie. I do a body butter and an oil a lot, but it's like, but it won't just be that. Let's just talk about it. It'll be two body butters, a body oil, a perfume, and a fragrance mist, and maybe another perfume. Right, and they three fragrances and all it is. Come on, y'all. Come on. It's just now we're just trying to pretend and do all of that. We're just making it more than it needs to be. The no, no, no. Right. Yes, exactly. They're doing. Listen, no. Listen, this is what they're doing. They're doing two body butters, a body oil. They're then going to put on some the perfume, two perfumes, and a mist, right? So I okay, you know what it is? I think it's just this progression of saying, "Ooh, I'm really doing something, right?" Here's what I think. I think the layering has become to this point to just seem like you're really doing something, right? I think that's what it's about because now everybody wants to show how they're creating these wonderful, one of a kind scents, by layering everything and adding on, and using all these body butters and everything. So I think it's about calling it, showing how you're being so creative with your fragrance in a way to justify having um all these fragrances. See, I have all these fragrances, but see, I'm layering all of these together. So it's okay. You ain't gotta do all that. Like I said, if a fragrance cannot stand on its own, if you cannot just spray it on and smell and love wearing it, get rid of it. If it needs enhancements in order for you to want to wear it, get rid of it. It's not worth keeping. It really isn't. And this is coming from a person who owns about 500 fragrances. I got to clean up my database and get it together. Probably gonna do that over Thanksgiving week. But you see what I'm saying? Leave it alone. If you gotta do all that, let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. And that's what I say. Cause anything that I gotta think about, oh, maybe I'd let that shit go. I really do. And that's just my opinion on it. I could be wrong, but it just feels like everyone's trying to prove they're so creative and they're creating these custom vibes for their fragrances. Y'all, let me tell you something. I ain't got time to be doing that every fucking day. I barely can get out the door some days. And now the Starbucks that I normally go to is now no longer open. So that means I gotta make my own chai before I leave home. I need to make my grab my stuff for breakfast. I ain't got time to be trying to do all this shit. I barely get on, I barely put on makeup. I don't know anything about the new bottles, but I don't buy MFK. I find I yeah, okay, I'm not I like Francis Kirkjohn. I just don't buy, I don't really buy. I buy the Kirkjohn. It's inexpensive. Okay. All right. So I think I give you everything I wanted to talk about. So we've talked about my issues with layering. We've talked about the channel memberships that are coming. And what else did we talk about? The fragrance addiction that everybody's talking about. Um, if you feel, I sure am. Let me tell you, I am upset. It was rough this week. This is, but let me tell you what it forced me to do. Let me tell you what it forced me to do. Starbucks gonna be mad. Because they're gonna lose some of my money every week. Because I got all my stuff to make my chai. I even bought espresso shots. So I can, because I was at work and I didn't know what was going on and I couldn't function. And I was like, I didn't have no Starbucks. So yes, I did discuss it because listen. So before we go, I'm gonna do an impromptu poll. There's 38 people in here. I need everybody to say hello to me that's watching right now. I need this chat right here to just be popping. Okay. So we're about to do another underrated. I got a pull for the last ones that won, but we're gonna do another underrated. They're all gonna be done, so don't worry, they're all coming. But what's the next one y'all want me to do? I'm thinking cherry. I'm thinking honey. Uh, did I do? I think I gotta do sandalwood. I don't think I did it yet. Let me check. I might have did it. I might have it done already. Because I know I was about to do it. Let me check my videos that I was videotape. I videotaped so much one night. I don't remember what I videotaped. So definitely cherry, honey. I don't know about Tonka because I don't think I have enough Tonka. I don't think I have enough that's like, I have to pull my Tonka bean. Hi, John Matthews. How are you? I have to, hey, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. See what I'm saying? I love it when y'all listening. Um, I don't think I have enough Tonka to really do a underrated Tonka. I don't think I do. I'm gonna have to see. Do I have enough to have enough? I haven't done coffee yet. Um, that's a good one. Okay, yes. Okay, so all of these are coming. I'm gonna do musk. Definitely doing musk because I got some underrated musk. Definitely coffee. That's why some things I didn't put out. I'm probably gonna do a tea, but I don't have a lot of tea, but I got some tea. So I'm gonna do some tea ones, underrated tea. Um, because I teas that are like this time of year tea. Um, Definitely going to do a spicy rose or like my incensey gothic edgy rose is underrated one. Definitely gonna do that soon. So I'm just trying to figure out which one I'm gonna do first. Uh I think I might do cherry because I got a lot of cherry sitting out right now. So I might go ahead and do cherry. Definitely gonna do honey. Definitely gonna do coffee. Definitely have some sandalwoods. Have musk on the list. Rose. Uh, Tuberose for this time of year. Um, Things like that. So I have a few things that I'm gonna do. Uh, I do not have Juicy Couture. I don't own any Juicy Couture. The ones that I have, I gave away, so I don't own any Juicy Couture right now. I can't really do caramel because I don't have a lot of caramel. So I don't, because I'm not a big, huge caramel wearer. So I don't have a lot of that. Uh, Definitely can do powderies, some powdery floor, some nice powderies. Oh, almond. Definitely doing some almond. I might do raspberry. I'm not sure about blueberry because I think I've only got like two, maybe three with blueberry. And if I do it, I might have to do raspberry and blueberry together because I don't think I have a lot of either one. Um, so you're gonna be looking at those. So I have the list, but I'm thinking cherry might be next. Cherry, because I got some good cherries. Good cherries. Good cherries. All right, y'all. Thank you all as always for watching. You know what? I've been thinking it's Sunday. It finally dawned on me it's Monday because it was a 3-day weekend. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh, I do have strawberries. I got some good strawberries. So you all have a great night. It's Monday night. Cause so in my head, I thought this was Sunday night. I thought I was doing a Sunday night live, but it's actually Monday night. So I'm gonna get off of here. I got a few things to do to get ready for the week, which is a short week for me, thank goodness. And you all have a great day. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye bye.